This is an update to the Am I the Asshole for Not Telling My Ex That I'm Married. We'll see if you became an asshole after this. So he wrote a post a few days ago regarding bumping into his ex, Jen, when they were on a trip to their hometown. My wife saw me talking to her and came up to me and like an idiot, your words, I forgot to introduce Jen to my wife. My wife was a bit upset and I did not tell Jen I was married. Thank you everyone for your comments. You're welcome. And let me know unanimously how stupid I was during the whole interaction. I didn't say that you were stupid. I just said it does seem suspect that you didn't say anything, but at the same time, some people, when they put in uncomfortable situations and they want to just end the conversation, they get flabbergasted and don't know what to say and forget things or forget important things. So I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I didn't call you an asshole. But let's see from this update. We came back home yesterday. Although my wife seemed to have gotten over the incident, I decided it was best to apologize to her and let her know I did not have any wrong intentions. It was just a deer in headlight moment for me, and I should have introduced her to Jen. At night when my wife was scrolling her phone in bed, I decided to bring up the topic. I told her I wanted to apologize for the incident on Saturday. I know I messed up royally and I should have introduced her to Jen so she can see that I'm happily married together. I told her that I was just surprised to see her and really wanted to get out of the conversation as soon as possible. My wife said it was okay and she was flustered. She saw how flustered I was when I was talking to Jen. She said that when Jen saw me and hugged me, everyone at the table started staring at us. One of my friends, Rita, made some scandalous comments regarding why Jen is doing schmoozing with me. My wife has never seen Jen's picture and took a while to realize that it was Jen. She thought she would stand next to me, and once I tell Jen that I'm here with my wife, she would leave me alone. However, when she stood next to me for more than a minute, so you're making yourself look bad. That's what I said. You had to be flabbergasted that, in that moment and didn't know what to do because she stood up next to you for a minute and you talking about your whole life, rundown story, and just not say anything about your wife. Yeah, you're not making yourself look good. I did not notice. Jen noticed her and gave her a dirty look. See, that makes it even worse because I'm sure you would have saw or you would have had an inkling to see her. If you're talking to her, I'm sure you would have saw her eyes direct somewhere else and give a nasty look. And then you would have turned and looked like, okay, what are you looking at? And realize it's your wife. Once I turned around to go to the table, she was hoping I would introduce her to Jen so Jen knows she was my wife and not some random girl standing next to me. However, I just hurried back to the table with her. I again apologized to her and told her that from my perspective, I was just trying to finish the conversation and get back to the table. In hindsight, I should have done what she said, but I froze in the moment and was not thinking straight. She again asked me why I was acting so weird around Jen. I wish I had a better answer, but talking to Jen just felt wrong, and all I was thinking was I need to get back to my wife. You were thinking that, but just never said it. I asked her if she felt bad that I was talking to Jen or that she hugged me. She told me that she has always been curious about Jen since I was so close to marrying her. And when she saw me around her, she felt like I was still acting like how someone acts around their crush. Moreover, she saw Jen and realized how beautiful she was and felt insecure in that moment. My friends making a big deal out of it did not help either. She asked me if I ever wished Jen did not break up with me. I told her that if I had a time machine, I wish I would 100 times out of 100 times that Jen would break up with me so that I could meet a wife and build such a beautiful life together. All right. That right there, that you know what to say. You know what to say when Jen was around. But that little answer to that question, kudos to you, sir. Let me read that back. She asked me if I ever wished Jen did not break up with me. I told her that if I had a time machine, I would wish 100 out of 100 times that Jen would break up with me so that I can meet my wife and build such a beautiful life together. That made her smile and she gave me a big hug. You just basically reassured, in that statement alone, you just reassured her that y'all life together is going places, or it is as good as it is. I asked her if I should message Jen and let her know I am married. She said there's no need to do that since my profile picture on messages is a picture of my wife, and Jen should have seen that already. Also, my Instagram is public with a lot of pictures of my wife and me. So she asked me to just ignore her message and get on with our lives. Again, thanks everyone for being so brutally honest. As I would expect from Reddit. You redeemed yourself. You redeemed yourself. The fact that your wife she's a gem. She's a gem. Because some women would have been like, oh, I can't believe she came and had a conversation with you and you addressed it in a very, I would say, a very presentable manner that could be palatable. As in, you saw the problem, you know what was done wrong, and you apologized and you reassured her that don't worry about Jen, you're the main thing in my life. That is what's needed. And simple conflicts like this can either go one or two ways. If you didn't address it the right way, it would have been in the back of your wife's mind, and then she would have been possibly thinking about divorce. Because if you think that I'm your little friends, we need to reconsider this whole type of marriage. But you reassured her that, sweetheart, you are the main thing in my life. It's beautiful. This is a happy ending. See, you're not the asshole after all. You just was flabbergasted. I'm happy for y'all.